Ta-da! We are back in action in the new space, for me anyway. First stream since the big move. But we are here. New season, Fantasy Football 2024.
Yay.
Yes. I think this is pretty close to 20 years for me almost, because I've been doing this since 05. Either 05 or 06. I always forget the year. It was 06 because my first year at Purdue when I started. So 18, 19 years.
Let's see,
and then you came on the year after.
07 or 08.
07. Yeah. Because you came on right at the start of Jet and Jays.
I came in about the middle of Jet and Jays, but my first full-on season was 08.
Right. Yeah, with Dolphinators. Yes.
That was my first full.
Yep. And that year we made the title game that year, and unfortunately lost. But still, over the years we have had a number of very successful teams. So and some that have been very good but didn't quite get all the way there in the end, unfortunately. But 3 championships, 2010, 2014, and 2019.
Yeah.
And we had a really good team last year with Nightmare Fuel. We had a really good team last year that really could have, I think, done some damage in the postseason. But then we ran into a good team in Bulldogs and just got smoked in the first game.
Had some bad luck with
injuries. As
Stephon Diggs, I think. On the bank.
Well, Diggs was a Bill.
No, who was it that we lost? I think he was on the Bengals. Like
Jamar Chase.
Yes.
We lost Chase. That was the big killer. Yeah, that was the big killer when we lost Chase for those few weeks.
Dude was putting up 30, 40 points a week just by himself.
Yeah, he was consistently putting up big numbers.
When we lost him, that just tanked us.
Yes, yeah, it really hurt. Yeah, it was kind of the same with one of my other leagues that the team was carried by Justin Jefferson, and when he was putting up consistent numbers, that team started 4-0, and then once Jefferson got hurt, it killed the year. And they ended up making the playoffs at 7-7, but then lost the first game in the first round. So
we get good players, but then when the teams are carried by that one player, they go down and it just blows the we couldn't recover from.
Yeah, and it's and especially when you and when you lose a player, of elite talent, it is very hard to make up for that through the waiver wire or what have you. And we try, but it's always a challenge to get through.
I mean, we've had some doobers. And then I'd say my favorite part of the haggling for fantasy football is some idiot that wants, say a Peyton Manning for a bunch of no.
Oh yeah, the stupid trade offers. Oh. Yeah, some of y'all do not know how to play this game. You really don't. Some of the trade offers we get are just hilarious.
It's not necessarily a smack to anybody in our league now.
No, but we're talking about in previous years. Just some of the offers we get. I think, was it last year, year before? Someone wanted to when we got Tyreek Hill from the Dolphins.
Yes.
And they kept wanting to trade Tyreek Hill for us. I'm like, dude, that's going to make your team better and ours worse. No, screw you.
Granted, you're giving us the dude offered us 5 guys for that one.
Yeah.
But those 5 guys
were mainly bench guys.
Those 5 guys
never couldn't
make up for the
no.
I mean,
and that's the nice thing, also with with the tools that we use in season. You can analyze every single trade offer that someone sends you. You can analyze it and it says, okay, this will make your team better and them worse, or it'll be even, or it'll be the other way around. It's dude, we're not stupid. This isn't our first rodeo. No. We've been doing this for years. So we look at your trade offer and we're all just laughing at you.
Yeah.
It's like that one meme from that movie. It's this is the part where we all point and laugh. You ready? You ready? It's that part. We're all laughing at you. with your ridiculous trade offers.
Or when they try to offer somebody that's hurt.
Yeah. Like, I get it. I get it. Your player's hurt. Congratulations. It's part of fantasy football. It's part of real football. It's part of the game. You know, you're going to have players that are going to get hurt. You know, it's part of the game. And, you know, you get it. You're desperate, but that's what the waiver wire is for. If you lose a player for the year, you can cast them off.
And then the waiver wires. Some idiot put.
We get that at least once or twice a season, multiple times. Yeah, like do you put him on the wire? Like, you know, yeah, we get that call. I get at least
he'll call me up and during
you or Matt or both. Yeah.
He'll call us up during and I always know this during fantasy football season when I hear, dude. Uh-oh.
That's the signal. That's the waiver signal.
It's like, dude, you're not gonna believe this. I'm like, what did the freaking idiots do now?
What did the freaking idiots do?
Like, seriously?
Yes.
It's like, what did some
idiot in our league do?
What stupid? What stupid are you gonna lay on me now?
Right.
Somebody put yada
on the waiver wire.
Huh?
And of course, the immediate reaction is get his ass.
Huh?
Yeah.
You put in for him, right? Well,
yeah, well, duh.
Well, I haven't yet, but I wanted to get your opinion. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Get his ass. Yeah.
Word for word, verbatim. Word for word, that's the conversation.
Yes.
Well, I haven't yet. I wanted to see what you think about. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Like, get his ass. Like, okay, here I go. I'm doing it now.
And then, you know, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then Matt just dies.
Yeah, Matt just dies because it's like, what are you thinking? Like, okay, I'm doing it. Like, what are you telling us for? You know, just do it. So this year, the random order was announced, posted the day before. It always is the day before draft night. And once again, we ended up at a pretty crappy draft position. We're once again in the back half of the draft.
At least in the first round.
Yeah. Even rounds will be early because it snakes around. Yeah, so we're 10th in the odd rounds this year, but we'll be 3rd in the even rounds.
Uh-huh.
So it'll be quick after those the odd pick to come back to us. And Matt came up with our team name this year. We are the LIONHEARTS. So he had this like awesome lion logo, and we haven't actually used a Lions theme name since 2012. So it's been a minute with Roaring Like a Lion in 2012. And that team, I thought, was one of the scarier teams we ever had too. I thought we could be a really dangerous number 4 seed. And that was the year that you and we were watching the Monday night game. Do you remember this?
Oh, yes.
The Monday night comeback that pissed us off. Because remember, we were up 99-56 going into the Monday night game, and we thought we have this in the bag. Indy fun times. Oh, sure, he's got Tom Brady and Danny Woodhead, whatever. First half was fine. They were kept in check. New England was doing nothing first half. And then came the second half, and Brady's throwing darts, and Woodhead's getting all these yards. And next thing you know, we lose 102-99. And we are you were wanting to break stuff. I was punching the couch. Like, it was a meltdown from hell. And this was at Fisher Street. This was or was it Sunset? Was it Fisher or was it Sunset where this was? 2012?
2012 would have been Sunset.
That would have been Sunset. That's right. Because I remember the house.
Sunset,
that's right. Yep. Because I remember I was just staring at the screen in bewilderment and thinking, no, there's no way in hell. And then we're watching Brady and Woodhead pile it up, and we're like, and the number keeps going up and up and up, and we're
staring. I'm staring at the screen, saying nothing.
Yeah.
And I finally, after about 10 minutes of dead silence, literally, how the fuck did that just happen?
Right. Yeah, because we were playing the number 1 seed. We were the 4 seed. We had a 10-6 record. We were the 4 seed wild card at the time.
How the hell?
And
hell just
and we had a really good team that year, and I just can't believe that we just got decimated like that on Monday night.
And this guy is just drained. He's like, I have no clue.
Yeah, I was devastated.
Just that nonchalant.
I thought that team could really win a title.
And if I remember right, we were almost freaking zombified.
We were. We were.
No idea.
Like, yeah. It's a helpless feeling when you lose in that way. You know, when you think you've got it, and then
when you can do nothing,
and then Monday comes around and you got all your players have played, and you got only 2 guys in your opponent's team, and they just go buku crazy in the second half. It would have been fine if it was like the whole game, like or just the first half. It would have been over then. Okay, fine. But then it was just the second half,
freaking midway through the third quarter.
Yeah,
like midway through the third quarter. And
yeah,
we're just looking at each other like, oh, I don't like this.
Yeah,
I don't like this. I see storms coming.
Yeah, because then it's up to the 70s, and then it gets to 80s, and then it's hell
no.
Yeah.
And about 80, 85, I'm like, we're screwed.
Yeah, it didn't look good at that point. Yeah.
85 with like half of the fourth
quarter to go, and the Patriots just kept on driving. It was like, oh my gosh, yeah, that was one of the more painful losses that we've ever had, and that wasn't even a championship game. No. That was a semifinal.
Yeah,
it's definitely the most painful semifinal loss.
Yeah,
for sure. But that wasn't even a championship game, because we've had teams go to championship games and lose, but I don't think we've lost really a tight championship game. Not that I can recall.
Let's see. I don't think we've ever lost a tight championship game.
We've won 3.
One on a fumble.
Oh no, yeah. The dramatic win was the semifinal with Indiana Bolts in 2010. Because we were on a fumble recovery for the Bears DST.
Yes.
Yep. That was against Mad Dog Cowboys. I remember that.
Okay.
On a fumble recovery.
It's like what, we're down 1 fumble, we're up 2.
Yeah, it was pinball in that entire game.
And
then we ended up winning by 1, and we're like, we're going to the fucking championship. and then we blew out Bud Light Man the following week. It was just wasn't even close. It was like 116-73 or some shit like that. Because our team was just so good that year.
Well, they were.
Matt Schaub was our quarterback. Don't tell me how I remember that from 2010, but I remember that. Matt Schaub was our quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know how we pulled that off.
Yeah.
We didn't have the greatest of careers.
No, but it was that was more of a team effort than anything.
Mm.
And 2014, that one actually was close, because that one we had to have Peyton Manning have one of the worst statistical games of his career. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
The 2014 final against that Raiders team that we played.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when we were with Nightcrawlers, and we were only about like a few points, and Peyton Manning had to have We had to have Peyton Manning throw interceptions to take points off just to win that game.
Yeah.
And he did, and he had one of the worst games of his career. And we won by 3 points, 84-81, because Peyton Manning sucked that day, which was just so crazy.
Yeah.
And then 2019 was our most dominant team ever. Alligators will go down right now as the most dominant team we've ever had.
I think so.
That team just kicked ass every single week.
Yeah.
We rarely had over 100 points every single week.
Under, you mean?
Well, under 100. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, we always topped 100 points almost every single week. Like that team was just insane. So it is key in fantasy to have strong depth at the majority of your positions, especially your point-making ones like running back and wide receiver, and a good defensive unit.
And be careful, I would say, to anybody new or relatively new, watch your bye weeks.
Yes, yeah.
Because if you have either the wrong depth or just like good players going on by, it will kill your ass.
It will, yeah.
We've had some.
Yeah, you got to be aware of, and if you do draft players in multiple bye weeks, make sure you space them out like in a decent way. That way you're not overwhelmed with like 4 players on bye 1 week. Make sure you kind of space it out. Okay, like you can have 2 or 3 1 week and 2 or 3 other week. Just make sure you space them out. That way you have cover to cover those weeks. But make sure you have strong backups behind to cover those spots. That's always the important thing. All right, we are about 15 minutes away.
Also, watch your stacks.
Yes, that is also a good tip.
It's good when they're playing. You're gonna if you have a quarterback wide receiver duo.
Yes.
You get 12 points on
touchdowns,
one play.
Yes.
But what happens when those 4 or 5 players you alluded to it? What happens when that 4 or 5 player stack is on bye week?
You're screwed unless you have quality depth behind them. Yes, yeah. So, that's key.
We've done that a couple years.
Well, and it was you who first suggested the strategy. Yes, you first suggested it. When did you first suggest that?
Oh,
was it 2010 when we won the Super Bowl? See, that was for your first suggested, and it worked to perfection. And then we tried it again the year after, and it kind of blew in our face with Dominators. So just be careful with those. You can have them.
Fell off.
Yeah, on the surface, stacks aren't bad, but just be careful with how you use them and utilize them.
Yeah, you
don't want to have too much. Too much of a good thing, I guess, is the saying. But you don't want to have too much. Because you don't want to have that effectively carry your team. And I'll admit, the mock that I just did before this, I was talking to Nate on camera off of it. I got 3 Cardinals out of it, but you want to be careful with that.
Well, as they say, 3's a crowd, 4 you're dead.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. There's going to be. I mean, I say it every year, but there's going to be plenty of value at any pick that you're at. But there's only if you look at the running backs, there's 9 running backs in the first 2 tiers. There's 10 wide receivers in the first 2 tiers. 9 tight ends in the first 2 tiers. So, depending on again what's on the board and what you're going for, it is going to depend on. I noticed that at least for round 1 running backs, it's going to be running back heavy for round 1.
Yeah.
Because you notice even on the CBS, your first 7 positions are running backs. They're all running backs.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey will likely go number 1. It would be a shock if anyone else did, but you never know with real drafting. But McCaffrey will be one of the early ones taken. Saquon Barkley, now an Eagle, no longer a New York Giant. Breece Hall. But I have a reservation about Breece Hall. I worry about Breece Hall because he was kind of a bust last year. He kind of trailed off. He's injured. He's also injury prone. The Jets offense as a whole just kind of scares me because I got burned by him and Garrett Wilson last year. Bijan Robinson, I mentioned, from Atlanta. Jonathan Taylor, obviously, will come off the board early. Kyren Williams of the Rams. And then Derrick Henry of the Ravens. That's your top 7 right there, all running backs. Where's I'm curious where the first wide receiver is listed. Oh, CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's first wide receiver listed on CBS at 8. Ahead of Tyreek, that's surprising. I'm surprised that Tyreek is not number 1, actually. And then Devon Achane, Miami. Yeah, he's going to come off early. He was a stud last year for the Dolphins. Josh Jacobs in Green Bay is number 10. There's Tyreek at 11. So yeah, of the top 14, only 2 are wide receivers. The rest are all running backs. So that kind of gives you a sense of, how important, again, the running back position really is. They may not get paid like it's an important position, but believe me, for fantasy purposes, it's an important position. It's very important to have strong running backs. We've had that happen many a times over the years. We had to play running back roulette with all the injuries to running backs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think it was a couple years ago where it was one of our worst teams. It was either Bumble Rush or Sycamore Speed Freaks, where it was just constant waiver wire. It was Bumble Rush. Okay, yeah, it was running backs week after week after week. It was bad. I mean, not Growl and Howler's bad. That's the worst team ever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that team was terrible.
4-8.
5-9. We somehow recovered after an 0-6 start to get to 5-9. I don't know how to this day, but yeah, we somehow got it to 5-9.
I had chosen to almost wipe that one from my memory.
Yeah, that one was very painful. But then back then we didn't do the tier-based drafting, which has shown to be very effective.
Okay.
Tier-based drafting, value drafting, that's shown to be very effective.
Yeah.
Especially last year. So no, the past couple years we've had strong teams. We've had very strong, contending teams.
Couple plays go the other way, and
we'd be singing a different tune. Exactly. Yeah, we'd be singing a much different tune. Yeah. Absolutely, for sure.
For a couple of those teams, one or two plays go one
or two, the
other way.
Oh yes. There it is. Dragon Wings. That team should have won a title. That team was insane. That was the year, I think, after Roaring, either after Roaring Like a Lion or before. It was 2013 because it was after Roaring Like a Lion. Yeah. That team should have won a title. Nighthawk should have won a title too. Yeah. That team was strong all year, and then all of a sudden, in the semifinal, we lose 82-43, and our guys don't show up. Yeah. Like, what the hell? I was pissed. Like, you remember how pissed I was that night. I was mad. Like 43 fucking points after being strong all year. But that's the nature of the game. You can be a juggernaut one week and then the next just absolutely go in the toilet. Mm-hmm. And then you have to reevaluate and like, okay, what went wrong? What went wrong here?
And then coming back is like, what went wrong? I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes it's I don't know. Yeah, sometimes you just look at it and go, how?
Or when you get a guy that's averaging 40 points per week and he scores like 10.
10, yeah. Like, yeah, your stud player
you just
fails to show up.
Honestly, you just never know.
You never know. Yeah, so you've always got to be, always watchful. Like, you can't be. I hate to put it in this layman's terms, but you can't be a half-assed GM. It's just like an NFL team. You can't play this game half-ass.
And quite frankly, I was just telling Sarah on the way over here, that's really the reason why I have never started my own fantasy
and gone on your own, even though you've talked about it.
It's because I have the time. I have the time to do it. It's just, do I want to spend hours mulling over statistics?
Right.
Checking injury reports.
Yes.
Doing all that shit.
Yes.
I have the time, but do I want to take the time? Not really.
Right.
Because it takes a lot.
It does. It does take a lot.
Bring me back to the fantasy football stock report.
Yeah. That took a lot out of me. that nearly burned me out. Like it did. No, not nearly. It did. It totally burned me out.
It did for the longest time. I was like, dude, let's just watch the games.
Yeah.
Do commentary live.
Yes, that was a lot easier than trying to compile hours of data on every single game every single week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This in and of itself is compiling a lot of stuff every single week. So that was.
Not to mention when if you look back on some of those old videos, when you did every single player from every single team, this was me.
Yeah, you were. Yeah,
boring.
Yeah.
I'm like half asleep.
Yeah.
Watching it, you'd think I'm freaking high. Seriously.
I'm high on fantasy drugs, man.
No kidding.
Oh, goodness.
After about a year or two of that, it's like we came back in the off season. It's like, dude, this just isn't.
No, it's too much. Yeah, it was way too much. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed doing it, but it was too much. It was way too much. So yeah, it's like, okay, we'll take a step back. We'll just focus on just the teams, our teams. We'll just focus on that. We'll commentate as need be. Just don't want to do that again.
And then when we revamped it and just did our team, it was better.
Yes, it was much better. Yeah, we just focused on. Yeah, it was a heck of a lot better. Yeah, for sure.
About halfway through the season, Chris is still, yeah. I'm like, remember last year? He's like, ugh.
Yeah, don't remind me. Yeah,
Freaking drained.
exactly. Yeah, it was just so draining. Well, we are less than 5 minutes away from the start. Yeah. Who's going to be the reaching idiots? Who's going to make those crazy moves?
Who's going to be the idiot who drafts a defense?
Yeah, who's going to be the one person who draft a kicker or a defense? Early?
I'm sorry, but we always have
to point that out.
We always have one, or we always hear stories of other leagues doing some stupid shit on draft.
Yes, yeah. You're drafting a DST in round 8, you fool!
Yeah.
It's like no. The rule of thumb is you build up your point scorers first, and then you say your kicker and DST for the last 2 picks in your draft.
Kicker goes round 2. I think that was last year.
What? Oh, did that happen last year? Oh my gosh!
I think
it was Justin Tucker, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, someone took Tucker in round freaking 2.
Round 2 or 3.
Stupid.
What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? What the fuck is you doing, man?
Matt Rife. The fuck did you just say?
The fung?
The fug.
Oh, the fug. I said the fung.
The fuck
The
did you
fug
just
did
say?
you say? The fug did you just
I'm sure
do?
you know who Matt Rife is.
I've heard the name.
He's a stand-up comedian who oftentimes takes his cues from the audience because he likes to riff on people.
Okay, sure.
So like when there's a lull in the show,
Mm-hmm.
he'll just be walking around just waiting. You could tell, like, you ever see him live, like on TV, he's got that look in his eye like somebody's going to say something stupid. Then that's going to be my go.
Speaking of comedy, they changed the name of the SiriusXM comedy channel I listen to.
Yeah.
It's no longer called Laugh USA. It's now called Pure Comedy.
Okay.
So, yeah, still same channel number, but it's still same stuff, but just new name.
I wonder.
I don't know why they changed it, but I noticed that recently. All right. We are about a little less than 3 minutes from the start. Got our cheat sheet. I've got our roster sheet.
And kind of like I figured, it's going to go quick.
Yeah, because there's only like a few that are actually in the room.
Okay, what are all these names here?
That's the owners, obviously. That's the names of the owners of the teams.
There's more than 5 names down there.
Well, that means at least 6 of us are currently in
here. Wait, some of them might not have logos. Never mind.
Well, yeah, you notice that 7 of them right now don't have logos. 5 have logos.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they're necessarily in the room. But
in the room or not? Let's
see how we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We got 8 now. So we might actually have a true live draft, or at least close to it.
Yeah. 8 of 12.
Yeah, so we might actually have a true live draft, or like I said, close to it. All right, minute and a half.
Where are we? Are we in the room?
Well, we've been up since I had the room open. So yeah. It doesn't show. It wouldn't show us being in the.
Oh.
Yeah. We can only see who's joined after we came in.
Some other people would see us.
Yes, correct. Yep, that's correct.
But they wouldn't see their names.
Correct, because they're in there already. Yeah, correct. Yeah, the door.
We only do this once a year.
I know. I know.
I'm still.
Right.
How we doing?
All right. Less than a minute.
Real quick, I went to the David Kessler Memorial Fishing Day.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you might have seen it if you've been on Special.
I was going to say Special Olympics thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Got me a fish.
Nice.
Wasn't in the running for the biggest or nothing, but it was a good little size.
All right, here we go.
Smallmouth.
And we count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. And there goes Christian McCaffrey. Yep. Figured right off the board.
Yeah.
No surprise.
Oh boy.
He didn't even hesitate. That was just right as soon as the seconds ticked down. It's like, nope, Christian McCaffrey. That guy knew right away who he wanted. Second pick, though, now is taking a sweet little time. I don't think he's in the room. Yeah, Rusty Aria, he's not in the room. I didn't see him join the chat, so I think he's probably going to become autopilot here pretty soon. Moonshine. All capital letters. Do you drink moonshine when you play fantasy football? If it's autopilot, it'll probably be Saquon then, if it goes by the rankings. Unless he has a different set of rankings. But if it's autopilot, it'll be Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1:30 per pick if you use the full time. So, all right, so yeah, it's going to be full time use here. And it is, in fact, Saquon Barkley. Yep. There's already been 2 guys set to autopilot. Okay, Breece Hall. All right. Gonna lend me someone else's headache.
Breece Hall not good?
He burned me last year. I had 2 Jets, and they both kind of burned last year just because the Jets offense was so rough because Rodgers was hurt, but I mean, if Breece Hall can stay healthy, then he's a fine player, but it's just a matter of him staying healthy.
Yeah.
I know this guy isn't in the room. The New York Savages. So he'll probably go autopilot here. We know at least 4 are going to be on autopilot because there's 8 in the room. So it's autopilot. Then this will be Bijan Robinson. Atlanta should be better this year because they got rid of Arthur Smith. They have Kirk Cousins now as your quarterback in Atlanta.
Surprised Team Steelers life isn't going to be picking
all Steelers. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, sometimes the team they follow is a giveaway, but not always. Not always. So, yeah, this should be Bijan Robinson coming off the board here with this 4th pick.
Yep.
Yep, there's Bijan.
Bears 24, picking all Bears.
Yeah, he's one of the guys in our division. Tyreek Hill off the board, number 5.
Hey.
First deviation from the rankings. Yeah, Tyreek goes off the board. He's one in our division, Bears 24. Bears 24 is in our division. I'm trying to think who the other 2 are, but CeeDee Lamb off the board to the Cowboys guy because, of course, see, there's one. The Cowboys guy takes CeeDee Lamb. What a shocker there. So top 2 receivers now off the board. Kyron Williams off the board. Rams running back. I don't think Jazz was in the chat. I don't think so. This might be auto too. I'm not sure. So far, 5 running backs and 2 receivers off the board here. Like I said, I knew it was going to be running back heavy first round. I knew it. But you want to get that stud running back on your roster.
2 of them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't say. We know what happens when we say it.
It hears you.
Yes, it does.
Uh-huh. They are both on.
There goes Jonathan Taylor.
Ow.
Don't mean to mute that.
You're a dick, motherfucker.
I can mute. I can mute that if need be.
Like, I mean, you don't have to mute it. Just turn it down so it's not yelling at us. You're a dick.
Well, it's either mute or on. So.
All right,
we'll keep muted. You're a dick, motherfucker. Thanks, Gus Johnson.
You might as well just.
I've got mine on a couple too, but yeah, I won't say. So this one's probably going to be an autopilot too. I thought Andrew was in the room. I thought because he joined right there. Maybe he's just taking his sweet little time to decide. The suspense in the room is just killing us right now.
Yeah.
There's always that moment before your pick, like who's going to come off the board before your pick.
Us.
Amon-Ra St. Brown came off the board.
Okay.
All right. Who are you looking at?
I'm either looking at Derrick Henry for Baltimore or Josh Jacobs.
You're not looking at Pacheco either? Pacheco's on the board.
What do you think?
I mean, Derrick Henry is hard to pass up. We know what a stud Derrick Henry is, and now going from Tennessee to Baltimore in a better offense.
But then again, Derrick Henry was Tennessee's offense.
I mean, true.
What worries me about Derrick Henry, I didn't see the BAL, is how much is he going to run and how much is Lamar Jackson going to hog the freaking ball.
That's true.
Pacheco can.
Achane is still out there too.
Okay.
He was a stud for the Dolphins last year. You think Achane's the safer bet than Henry? I do. I say let's go. I say let's go Achane.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get Devin Achane.
Okay.
Bam.
Devon
Achane. Love it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Think he'll be good?
I think so. He was a stud last year.
Okay.
His bye was week 6. Yes. Miami week 6. Cool. I like that pick. I'm okay with that. Jamar Chase off the board. And Justin Jefferson. So all tier 1 receivers now off the board. And Jahmyr Gibbs from Detroit.
Hey, that is messed up. Are we missing something on Pacheco here? I don't know why. He is.
Then the question becomes now: do we get a second back here? Do we go for a top 1 receiver? See, now we're on the clock because there goes AJ Brown. So 6 receivers now off the board, but there's still a ton of back talent. So we can get a strong second running back or go receiver.
Who are you looking at a receiver?
I mean, okay, top receiver still on the board are Puka Nacua, Brandon Ayuk, who's potentially in a trade deal, and Deebo Samuel. I don't love the receiver options. I think we got to go number 2 back here. So Derrick Henry is still an option. Pacheco is still an option.
Yeah. Honestly, from what I saw, I'd honestly go Pacheco.
You would?
He can burn.
Yes, I agree.
He can burn, and he's on the back-to-back Super Bowl winner.
Oh, his bye week's the same as Achane, though.
Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, his bye week's the same as Achane.
Look at Henry.
Okay, let me close that out. Henry's bye until week 14.
Okay.
You want to go Henry?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go Henry. All right, cool. I'm happy with that. Yeah, if they didn't have the same bye week, I would totally be on board with Pacheco. But oops. Yeah, if they didn't, but same bye week. So as we just talked about.
No.
Yep, I am totally fine with having Achane and Henry carry our backfield.
And what is it? One running back.
You start two. So there's our two starters right there with Achane and Henry. Josh Jacobs goes off the board. There's Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
Josh Allen off the board, first quarterback. Surprisingly, not Mahomes. Travis Etienne from Jacksonville off the board.
He's starting to fall off a little bit.
Because I think he had the injury last year too, because Bigsby had to play a little bit for him when he was hurt.
He ain't no spring chicken no more.
No, that's true. That is true. There goes Mahomes. Mahomes now off the board. Oh, guess who got him? Bears 24. Just great. Let's face him twice a year.
Great.
And Joe Mixon off the board. Now a Houston Texan. No longer in Cincinnati.
That's just wonderful.
There goes Pacheco. And Nico Collins from the Texans. Real interesting to see who's left on the board when we get to round 3. It's depend on who we target. There goes Marvin Harrison Jr. Last pick of round 2, first rookie goes off the board.
How many rounds is there? Like
14. Remember, there's 14 players on each team.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 starters and 5 bench. So, yeah, 14 rounds. James Cook off the board from the Bills, and Jalen Hurts now off the board. So 3 quarterbacks now off the board. Two tight ends. There goes Laporta and Kelsey.
Wow.
Garrett Wilson. Good. You can have Garrett Wilson. He was a headache for me last year. Rashad White off the board from Tampa. And Mike Evans off the board. I have my eye on one. Well, two, actually. I have my eye on two guys. Well, again, I'm not saying who, but I have my eye on two. Kenneth Walker off the board from Seattle. You can take all the running backs you want. We got 2 solid running backs. I care less about running backs right now. We have our top 2 running backs. It all depends who 23 Jet Wasp takes here. Taking a sweet little time there, bud. Okay, Mark Andrews. Damn. He was one I was looking at. I was looking at Mark Andrews. All right. Well, but if we go wide receiver, I'm looking at a couple.
Yeah.
Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, San Francisco are both still on the board.
Okay.
Now, the question mark surrounding Ayuk is he wants a trade. He requested a trade. The Niners don't want to trade him. But if they do trade him, Samuel becomes the number 1.
Uh-huh.
So we're kind of banking on, do we think Ayuk's going to get traded or no?
I don't think so. If the team doesn't want it, I don't know.
So I think Ayuk is the safer bet.
I'd rather not take a chance on, are they going to trade him or no? That's a crapshoot.
Well, even if he ends up on another team, he's going to be a stud for wherever he ends up either.
Yeah.
So for now, I think we should bank on it.
Okay.
We'll go with Ayuk. Because wherever he ends up, whether he's in San Francisco or somewhere else, he's going to be a
Ayuk. Trade?
Yeah, but he is going to be a big part of whatever offense. If he doesn't stay in San Francisco, he is going to be a big part of wherever he goes. So he's still a safe pick regardless. Because he's a playmaker. Alvin Kamara off the board. Devontae Adams of the Raiders off the board. He's a big question mark because the Raiders' quarterback situation is kind of messy.
Carr's not there no more?
No. Derek Carr's a Saint, remember?
Okay.
It's either going to be Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew. Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Aiden O'Connell, I don't know.
He was the rookie out of Purdue last year. He played at Purdue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gardner Minshew.
He was a Colt last year, do you remember? Because he filled in for when Richardson was out for the year.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, Minshew's he can win you games, but he's not going to make you a contender.
No.
He's kind of like he's a game manager. There goes Deebo Samuel. All right.
Okay, and then we need 2 more receivers, right?
I mean, 2 more for starter purposes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We still need a tight end and we still need a quarterback. There goes DK Metcalf from Seattle.
Okay, we're on the clock.
Oh, we're on the clock.
Yes.
Okay. Dude.
Huh.
I want Lamar.
I hate to say it, but get his ass.
I want Lamar Jackson. You pair him with Derrick Henry. Dude, that's a solid stack.
Uh-huh.
Let's get his ass. Bam. Love it.
Oh.
2 Ravens on our roster, dude, including one of the best quarterbacks in the freaking league.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Not to mention Baltimore's bye until week 14. We don't have to worry about that for a long time. Woo-wee, he fell into our lap, man.
Towards like the end of the season.
All right, Zamir White, running
Didn't
back
14
Raiders.
the last week of the season?
Of the regular season for fantasy, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah, we're going to have him all regular season almost, except the last week.
If they don't get hurt.
Right.
Which we're praying. Oh, and by the time we got to play waiver wire or roulette with that, we should either have a lost season locked in the bag or a winning season.
Right.
It ain't going to matter.
Right. Chris Olave, Trey McBride off the board.
Yeah. That's going to be nuts.
That is nuts. I can't believe Lamar fell into our lap in
Oh,
round
yeah.
freaking 4.
Goodbye. See ya. What do we want to target next round? What position?
Well, we can either look at a second wide receiver,
This'll be
depending on
round
what's on the
5.
board, or look for that top tight end, I would say.
Okay.
And Tank Dell off the board. And Cooper Kupp and DJ Moore. Receivers are starting to come off the board like crazy.
Yeah. I see that.
Yeah. Last 3 picks have been wideouts. And James Conner and Amari Cooper. Well, Conner's a running back, but Cooper's a wide receiver. So, yeah, 4 of the last 5 picks have been wide receivers. There goes Devontae Smith. I was hoping maybe we'd have a shot at him, but nope.
Yeah.
There's Austin Eckler and Drake London off the board.
Yeah.
Got more quarterbacks. CJ Stroud and Jordan Love, the 2 young guys off the board.
Whoa.
Stephon Diggs. Dak Prescott off the board. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. Someone else can enjoy the ups and downs of Dak Prescott. Like the Grinch. I wouldn't touch Dak Prescott with a 39.5 football. Have fun, Cowboys. See, the Cowboys guys drafting all the Cowboys. Notice this? CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott. Of course, Cowboys guys drafting all his Cowboys.
We're going to have fun with you.
Aaron Jones off the board.
Good luck replacing your whole friggin' team on their bye week.
There goes George Kittle.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Man, this draft is all over the place. Quarterbacks, wide receivers. I don't know who to go for.
Yeah, I know.
Now, can you look up on the player pool? Can you look up just by position?
Yes, you can. Because tight end is starting to get kind of thin because the top 5 are off the board. Oh, we're on. And Pickens. Okay, so I'm thinking here. Let's see. Let's look at tight end. Njoku, who we had last year and balled out. Ferguson from Dallas. Pitts. Kincaid, who balled out for us last year. There's a couple good options still left.
Cleveland. Cleveland, no.
Well, but Njoku was consistently strong. Unless you want to go like Ferguson from Dallas or Kincaid or Kyle Pitts.
Bye week is 12.
Kyle Pitts will have Kirk Cousins to throw to in Atlanta. I would not mind having Kyle Pitts.
Kirk Cousins will throw to him, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Let's go with Kyle Pitts.
I like these late bye weeks.
Yes.
We're setting them up to win, folks. We don't want to have to, pending injuries, I'm thinking we don't want to have to worry about.
Because Atlanta's going to start using their weapons now. Okay, now I'll go back to Joe Burrow off the board. And Najee Harris.
Pop it to
wide receiver.
We need wide receivers.
Yes, we do. And Nick Chubb. That's a risky pick. Is there any Chubb's coming off a torn ACL?
Somebody please pick Flowers. Fumble Flowers.
Flowers actually was, he had that one moment where he flubbed up, but.
Huh.
And DeAndre Swift. Dude, do you see who's still on the board that surprises the heck out of me? Jalen Waddle.
Okay.
From Miami.
Okay.
Projected for over 1,000 yards. Still on the board.
Damn. What's his buy?
6.
Isn't our other receiver 6 too?
No, Ayuk's 9.
Okay. Yeah.
Get his ass. Let's do it.
Is 1,000 yards for
Yes.
1,000 yards for a receiver is good.
And Jalen Waddle and Miami with Tua, Miami's offense is going to be strong. So now we have a Miami stack with Achane and Waddle. Oh, hell. We have a Baltimore stack. We have a Miami stack.
I know, but bye weeks.
I know, but dude, those offenses are going to be killer.
Achane's a receiver.
Achane is a running back.
Running back.
Raheem Mostert is still on the board. That's a surprise. I know he's Achane's backup, but he still put up good numbers in Miami last year. David Montgomery's still on the board. There's still a good ton of good running backs still on the board, but we've got 2.
One receiver.
We need one more starting receiver,
yes.
And that will fill out our starters. Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so happy with what we've got right now.
And then tight end, we got who?
Pitts from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yep, Kyle Pitts. Yep. All right. There finally goes David Montgomery. And T. Higgins off the board, although he wants a trade. He wants out of Cincinnati. So he's kind of a risky pick. Calvin Ridley off the board from Tennessee. Evan Ingram, tight end Jacksonville. board. We're in round 6. This draft's taking a little longer than previous years. That's because we have more live people.
Yeah.
That's why. And there's Ramondre Stevenson off the board and Zay Flowers. There goes Zay. And Jaden Reed, the young Tampa or Green Bay receiver. And Dave, there goes Njoku.
Yeah, we got 10 in here on only 2 on autopilot.
Right. Yeah. No, this is great. This is really nice that most people showed up for this draft.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a little longer, but it's nice to actually have the people in the room.
I was worried that it was going to be a bunch on autopilot.
Yeah.
For the late draft.
Yeah. No. They showed up. They showed up and showed out.
Yeah.
That means it's going to be an active league. Which will be
I
good.
hope so.
Yeah. Keenan Allen from Chicago off the board. Keenan Allen comes with injury risk, but now he has Caleb Williams to throw to in Chicago, so that we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson off the board. And our first kicker. Moonshine took a kicker on autopilot. Younghoe Koo from Atlanta. Kicker in round 7. There goes Raheem Mostert. He was on the board for a long time, but now he's off. Now he's off the board. And then Christian Watson from Green Bay off the board. Dalton Kincaid from Buffalo, the tight end I mentioned, off the board. And Christian Kirk. DeAndre Hopkins off the board.
On deck.
And Tony Pollard from Tennessee. Now the new head back in Tennessee now that Derrick Henry is gone. There goes Michael Pittman. I had my eye on him. Crap.
So did I.
Oh, we're on the clock now.
Yeah. One
Of course, one pick before
receiver.
us. Ooh.
I got my eye on one.
Yep, so do I.
Who you got?
Hollywood Brown. Because here's why. If Rashee Rice gets suspended,
He's not going to.
they're saying that they still might under the personal conduct policy.
He'll get suspended. He'll get suspended the off season next year is what my
You sure?
Chiefs guy is saying.
So you'd rather have Rice over Hollywood Brown?
No, not really. I was looking at either Brown or Godwin.
I mean, Godwin is consistently strong. Yes.
What's it?
Bye week is week 11.
What's Hollywood's projections?
842 yards, 8 touchdowns. Godwin's projected for 928 and 5.
I'll go Brown.
Brown. Yeah, I think it's a safer pick with a better offense.
Yeah.
All right, done. Hollywood Brown, welcome to the Lionhearts.
Yeah, I just hope we're picking good. And that'll round out our starters.
That at least rounds out our starters. Zach Moss off the board. Malik Neighbors, the Giants rookie, off the board.
Do we want to go depth or kicker? I don't know.
At this point, it's really about depth at this point. There goes Kyler Murray. Didn't go till round 8.
Who do we have for our quarterback?
Lamar.
Oh, Lamar.
And remember, his bye's not till week 14. There goes Brian Robinson from Washington. Okay, we're up. Let's see. Still a lot of good running backs on the board.
I don't think we need any more running backs, do we?
Well, top wide receivers, McLaurin, Deontay Johnson. Rice is still out there. Godwin. But then there's Dobbins from the Chargers.
Yeah.
Edwards, he's the backup. Javonte Williams is still out there from Denver. Devin Singletary of the Giants.
Okay.
I would say if we're going to go running back, either Williams or Singletary.
Denver.
Week 14.
Denver.
Javonte.
Yeah.
All right.
Giants as a whole team are up and down.
That's true.
Geez.
That's true.
Denver is usually pretty good.
All right. Javonte Williams. J. Will. There's Jonathan Brooks, the rookie from Carolina. There's Terry McLaurin off the board.
Devin Singletary.
Oh, there goes Singletary. All right.
Kicker in 8.
And Jacoby Myers. Wow, he was low on the list. You want to get kicker that early? No one's taken. Well, except the autopilot. There goes Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. Trey Benson, the rookie from Arizona. Jets defense, first DST off the board. Wow. That's a surprise. And again, it's moonshine. It's moonshine again. This autopilot guy making these dumb picks.
Good luck.
Yeah. Jake Ferguson, last tier 2 tight end, goes off the board. Justin Herbert off the board from the Chargers. Jordan Addison, Minnesota receiver, although he got arrested for DUI. So who knows if he'll be suspended or not.
Good luck.
Ravens defense, top defense off the board.
Damn. Okay.
Chase Brown from Cincinnati, the backup to
Y'all,
Moss.
are you watching this stream or something?
Jalen Warren from Pittsburgh, the backup to Najee Harris.
Any other positions we need to really shore up? Depth-wise?
There's still a couple decent wide receivers out there that I might look at.
Okay.
Because we got 2 guys with buys in week 6, so we need to target some depth there.
Yeah.
With Waddle and Brown.
So we need 2.
We need at least 2 more wide receivers for sure. But we can't take the Chiefs guys because the same bye week.
Uh-huh.
So forget that. Don't even think about Rashee Rice or Xavier Worthy. Yeah, because same bye week. We already got our chief that we're going to bank on with Brown.
Yep.
And I think he will still get plenty of playing time regardless. Tajay Spears from Tennessee off the board. Kicker, Brandon Aubrey from Dallas. Did the Dallas guy draft him? No, Wholehearted did. Brock Purdy off the board. So there goes Purdy. And Chris Godwin.
Gosh, damn.
I had my eye. I had my eye.
Every time.
Yep, I had my eye on Godwin.
Golly.
Yep, I had my eye.
You suck.
All right, well. Deontay Johnson, Carolina. Cortland Sutton, Denver is still out there.
You already got it, Denver, though.
McConkey, the rookie from the Chargers. Where's J-Mo?
Huh?
Where's Jamison Williams? There he is. Or Odunze, the rookie from Chicago. I'm okay with either J-Mo or Odunze.
By week 7.
7 for Odunze, 5 for J-Mo.
I'd say Chicago.
Okay, let's go with Odunze. He's going to get a lot of targets from Caleb Williams. I am totally fine with the Rome Odunze pick.
By the time Odunze has his bye, our Chiefs will be back. So,
Yep, I'm totally fine with taking Rome. I got Rome in the mock draft that I did yesterday, so I'm totally happy with that. I would like to take J-Mo, but J-Mo is such a wild card because he really hasn't panned out yet in Detroit. He hasn't had his breakout year yet.
okay.
So I worry about J-Mo a bit. I love the Lions, but Rashee Rice. Ha! Have fun when he's suspended. Justin Tucker. People taking kickers, you idiots.
Sutton, week 14.
And Marshawn Lloyd, the rookie Green Bay running back. And then if we take Sutton, we'd have a Denver stack. And there goes Xavier Worthy. Well, the option is there. If we want Cortland Sutton, now's the chance. Now's the opportunity to jump on it.
Think?
I mean, he's always been consistent in Denver. Like, he's always been the top options in Denver. He scored 10 touchdowns last year.
Okay, what's he projected?
757 with 9 touchdowns. So pretty close to what he got last year.
Okay.
You want to go with Sutton?
I like that.
All right. We'll go with Cortland Sutton. We have our receivers.
And again, I like the late bye weeks.
Yes.
I like a lot of the late bye weeks we're getting. So now.
All right. We have our receiver core.
11, 12, 13, and 14. I don't know, 11 and 12, yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yep. And I think at this point, it's just
defense first or kicker first?
Based on what's still out there, I would probably say kicker first. But again, it depends on what everyone else does, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
Tua's off the board. We don't need a backup quarterback. I don't think we do. We've got Lamar for 14 weeks. Not to start the season with, obviously. No, not to start the season. McConkey off the board. Deontay Johnson off the board. Have fun with the Carolina offense. It's ass. Baker Mayfield off the board. Good. Take all the quarterbacks you want. Jared Goff off the board. Donta Foreman from Cleveland off the board. Boy, he was low on the list. He's tier 7. Holy cow. Well, that's an autopilot. No wonder. No wonder. And Brian Thomas and Dallas Goedert off the board.
I don't understand why Steelers life is taking his
Mike
very
Williams of the
sweet
Jets.
time.
Have fun with Mike Williams when he's injured again.
Think so?
Have fun with Mike. Mike Williams has not played a full season, I think, in the NFL. He's always had a season-ending injury. Always. He's so injury prone. Not to mention he's now a Jet instead of a Charger. Have fun with Aaron Rodgers.
Good luck.
Have fun with Aaron Rodgers and staying healthy. Dalton Schultz.
Aaron Rodgers retired.
No, he's still a Jet. There goes Blake Corum. I had my eye on him, but that's okay.
Kicker wise?
No, running back for the Rams, just for depth. Keon Coleman, the Bills rookie, is off the board. And Isaiah Likely, the backup tight end in Baltimore, is off the board. Not sure why you would draft a backup unless you already have a top tight end, but okay. Oh, it's autopilot, no wonder. Hopefully that's not your starter. Hopefully it's not your starter because he's the backup tight end in Baltimore behind Mark Andrews. Cowboys defense off the board.
Who?
Drafted by Bears 24, not by the Cowboys guy. Probably sniping for the Cowboys guy took him. So the Cowboys got to take the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers. Wow, that's kind of a daring pick. They're low on the defensive ranks. They're 23rd ranked.
Buccaneers defense?
Yes. Yep.
Ah.
Zeke Elliott off the board. Trevor Lawrence off the board. Good. Take all the quarterbacks you want. We're on deck.
Yep.
And 49ers defense off the board. All right.
A lot of defenses are going.
Yeah, it's true. All the tier 1 DSTs are gone. But do you see which kicker's still on the board?
Yes,
Your guy.
Butt kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I do. I see that.
Do you want to take a shot?
Yeah, why not?
He's so good. He's so good.
He don't normally miss. And he has got a leg.
Yes. Granted, his bye is week 6, but once we cover that week, we'll have him for the rest of the season, so
Yeah.
we'll be
We
fine.
got three or four on week 6. So, oh God, we got like 3 Chiefs, I think.
We have 2 Chiefs.
2
We have 2 Chiefs in week 6 and 2 Dolphins in week 6. But we got the number 3 kicker.
I'm surprised he's not number 1.
Only behind Tucker and Aubrey. Tucker I can understand. Aubrey from Dallas, no. That I don't understand.
Yeah. And now, defense in 12. Pop it on defense because I don't think we need anything else.
Well, except 2 players of depth, but yeah.
Ooh.
Indeed. Ooh.
No, I'm saying ooh.
Cole Kmet
I got my eye on 2 of them.
off the board. There goes Aaron Rodgers. Have fun with him. Brock Bowers off the board. Jerome Ford.
Oh. Okay. My 2 that I got my eye on.
Oh, we're on the clock. All
Yeah.
right. Okay, cool.
Both in week 12.
Okay.
Eagles or Bills?
Eagles bye is week 5 there, buddy.
Okay, I was looking at Falcons.
You don't want the Chiefs there?
Well,
Chiefs are the
is
top
number
on
one
the
on the
board.
board.
Yes.
Idiots.
Why not? I know we got a lot of Chiefs, but dude, we're getting Chiefs in our laps, dude. I think it's good luck,
Idiots.
man. It's Chiefs are falling in our laps.
Idiots.
Let's do it.
Idiots to leave the Chiefs on the board. That defense is nasty.
It really is. It really is.
I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna redo our whole team in week 6, but
Well, receiver will be fine because we'll have Ayuk, Odunze, and Sutton. Because Waddle and Brown would be on bye. We would still have Henry. We'd have Williams right now, and then maybe another running back we pick up in the later rounds. We just have to replace kicker and defense for 1 week.
why don't we draft another kicker in 13 and another defense in 14? We're set.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly.
Well, if kicker and DST is all we got to worry about, why not?
All right, Jaden Daniels off the board. Browns defense off the board. Matthew Stafford off the board.
So in round 13, what do we want to go? Backup D or backup K?
I was going to say, I don't think we need a 4th running back at this point because our bye week situation would not be till week 14.
Yeah.
And we could fix that sooner rather than now.
Yeah.
So I think for now, I like your plan. I like your idea to get backup K and backup DST. That way they're covered at both ends of the spectrum. All right. Okay, Jake Elliott off the board. Tyler Allgeier. Romeo Dobbs.
We want to go kicker 13 or defense?
It depends on what's on the board. Fairbairn is off the board. He's going to be a good kicker for Houston with that offense. Jalen Wright from Miami off the board. Yeah, it just depends on what's left on the board.
Yeah.
Jason Myers, Seattle kicker off the board.
I say we probably might want to go kicker on 13 because there's a lot of kickers coming off.
Jaleel McLaughlin from Denver. Who's the backup behind Javonte? Khalil Shakir of Buffalo. TJ Hawkinson, Minnesota. Although I think he's coming off a major injury. Blake Grupe, the Saints kicker, is off the board. I got mine a couple.
I do too.
Freermuth off the board. We won't need a tight end for a while with Pitts. Like I said, the fact that we've fallen into longer bye weeks has been very fortunate.
Yes.
For a majority of the team, not the ones for week 6, but for the other ones, has been very fortunate. Come on, Cowboys, pick your guy.
Cowboys kicker.
Oh, he's already off the board. Aubrey went a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you can't take the Cowboys kicker or the Cowboys DST. That's why I had to take the Bucks because he got taken a pick before his.
Come on, dude. What are you gonna go auto your last 2 picks?
Probably just to be stupid.
Oh,
Nope, Brandon Cooks. We went with the Cowboy because of course he did. Brandon Cooks. Tyler Lockett off the board. Jake Moody. He was one I had my eye on from San Francisco. And Jason Sanders. That was 2 I had my eye on.
Oh my God, you guys are fucking idiots. Look who's on the Bills board.
Tyler Bass.
Bass is on the board, bitch.
Holy shit.
Tyler Bass fell to us.
Holy
And it's week 12.
Holy shit.
Are you freaking kidding?
Ooh.
How
Wow.
stupid
Wow.
are all of you? I'm sorry, but that is dumb as hell. Yeah,
Wow.
he missed right in the championship, but other than that,
We have the number 3 and the number 5 kicker. Holy shit.
Oh, if we don't get an A grade on this draft, I don't know what dime.
Right.
How the hell did Tyler Bass fall to us again?
Again.
Duh. Are y'all are? I don't know. Oh Lord, I don't know.
Wow.
How did that happen? I don't know. I didn't want to say nothing, but when I saw him,
Right.
woo,
Dolphins defense, Steelers defense off the board. Now here come some of the DSTs.
We need DST short up, don't we?
Yes, we do. Because remember that bye week
so you
situation
already
with the
flipped it.
Chiefs. Yes, I did. Yep, I already flipped it. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you make the one pick and now you're taking forever. You're like, no, Steelers defense, bam, right away. Now it's like, now he's taking a sweet little time.
Oh, God.
Luke Musgrave. All that for a tight end, dude? Okay. All that for a tight end. Got my feel. And a McPherson kicker. All right. Who do you have your eye on?
I got my eye on Bills.
I was going to say Bills or Eagles.
Eagles or Patriots. They got. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at those INT numbers. They're high, and they're week 14.
Yeah. Bills are week 12.
Okay, yeah.
Eagles are early.
I don't know about that. Patriots are 14, and
Bills are ranked pretty high too. Bills actually are the highest available right now.
Okay.
Want to make it a Chiefs-Bills doubleheader at kicker and DST?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Wow. How did we just pull that draft off?
Out of our ass.
Out of our ass. We literally
Out
did.
of our
Out of our
asses.
ass. Woo!
There's a few of them. There's always a few of them that just kill me.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely want to see this draft grade.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I definitely want you to plug these
For sure.
big bastards in.
Right.
Oh, damn.
Indeed.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah. Huh. That took an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. To recap, we have a tier 1 quarterback, a tier 2, tier 3, and tier 5 running back, tier 2, tier 3, 2 tier 5, and a tier 6 wide receiver.
Is that good though?
I mean, it's still pretty strong. A tier 2 tight end, 2 tier 2 kickers, and 2 tier 2 defenses.
I know I say it every year, but with that, if we don't go undefeated.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, we are set in every sense of the word.
And late bye weeks for most of them.
And late bye weeks for most of them, yes.
And
yeah.
the ones that have the early bye weeks, we got covered.
We got the week 6s covered, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I cannot complain.
If our team stays healthy, I don't think we'll be having to touch the waiver.
Oh, no, not at all. No. Oh, my goodness.
Because we covered them with late, like the early bye weeks, we covered with the late bye weeks.
Yes.
Oh, God, how did we get past?
I know, right?
How did we get
That's
here?
the biggest surprise of all, I think, is Tyler Bass falling in our laps again.
And Harrison Butker.
Yeah.
The hell? What'd you say, like top 3 and top 5 right there?
We have number 3 and number 5 kicker. We
Uh-huh.
have number 6 and number 7 DST.
Yeah, still. Who do we have? DSTs. Who do we have?
Bills and Chiefs. Yeah, Chiefs and Bills. We have Chiefs and Bills DST and Chiefs and Bills kickers. Pretty much the top 2 offenses in the AFC.
Yeah.
Good Lordy. And that's it. It's over. The draft is over. The final pick was the Colts DST. After 1 hour and 4 minutes. Wow. Some names surprisingly not drafted. Caleb Williams. No one took a chance on the Bears rookie quarterback. Not drafted. Kirk Cousins not drafted.
That's crazy.
Deshaun Watson.
Of course.
Geno Smith. Will Levis. That's your top 5 quarterbacks
Deshaun
not drafted.
Watson's trouble.
I mean, he is.
He
Yeah.
always gets in trouble. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for grown men to stay out of trouble?
True.
I'm sorry, but why?
Top receivers not taken. Nobody took a chance on Jameson Williams. So I was considering him and nobody drafted him. Nobody took a shot on JMO. JSN from Seattle. Nobody took a chance on Smith and Jigba. Gabe Davis, Jacksonville. Curtis Samuel, Buffalo. Jerry Jeudy, Cleveland. That's your top 5 receivers not drafted. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, there's really not much left from the waiver pool right now. But my goodness, this draft. Absolutely insane. All right. We need to go to our football guys that we always do after every draft. All right. New version available. Okay, cool. All right, CBS. My password always changes year after year, so I always have to. Let's see here. My note screen. There it is. There it is. Where's my CBS one? Okay, there it is. I didn't change it more recently, but since 2021. Oh, Mike was watching the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Great pick on Pitts. I think will be off the chain this year. Nice. Yep. We're watching live from Georgia. Oh, he wanted us to go with Godwin over Hollywood Brown. I mean, yeah, Godwin is a safe pick, but I think Brown's going to pay off for the Chiefs. Yeah, we scared Terry Godwin. Yeah, we wanted to maybe have our eye on them. I love Javonte Williams, but the Denver O-line is a rebuild project. Really?
Is it Howling Good Time is our league or what?
Jets team might be surprised this year. I mean, okay, yeah. Well, no, this is dedicated league. Here, I'll message Mike real quick.
I gotta say, once again, same as last year, a couple years ago, Bass was my shock.
Yeah.
Oh goodness! I don't know who else shocked you, but my ass. My ass.
B plus.
Why?
Bears 24 got the A.
Yeah, but still, damn. How?
Let's see, here we go. I think you're looking good at quarterback and running back. Your squad is therefore easy for us to like, despite a bit of weakness at the receiver position. That's understandable. We did wait on receiver a little bit longer than most. But as weaknesses go, this is one that's survivable. It's relatively easy to find filling guys on a weekly basis till a better player emerges during the season. As long as you stay on top of things in season, you should be a legitimate contender. Players you particularly like on this team, there's a lot to like here, include Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Brandon Ayuk, Hollywood Brown, and the Chiefs defense. You have all these guys ranked ahead of where they're typically being drafted. With great management, 80% chance of making the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
With good management, 70%. With average, which we don't do, 55%.
Still.
80%.
Damn.
Quarterbacks. You don't need us to tell you this, but we'll tell you anyway. Lamar Jackson should ensure your reduction of the quarterback position is among the best in the league. We have him as the number 3 quarterback according to your scoring rules. He gives you at a 1.96 point per game advantage over an average starting quarterback. Yeah, we're fine with Lamar Jackson.
Well, I'd say so.
Despite your strong starting quarterback, we strongly recommend taking a backup.
Didn't we?
No.
Oh, we don't have a backup quarterback?
A quick note about the same team Jackson-Derrick Henry duo you've got here. Though the effect is probably negligible, this kind of pairing is likely to make your team more, not less consistent than a comparable scoring different team pair. Running backs with Derrick Henry, Devon Achane, and Javonte Williams. Your starting running back group is the strength, particularly Derrick Henry as the first running back. Our projection Henry ranked number 6 and Devon Achane at number 17.
Okay.
We see Javonte Williams as an average third running back. Again, the same team aspect of the Achane, Jalen Waddle duo does not concern us. So running backs, strong. Here's where our weakness is, according to them. Wide receivers with Ayuk, Jalen Waddle, Hollywood Brown, Cortland Sutton, and Romo Dunze.
I'd love to know how they think that's weak.
We like Brandon Ayuk as a first wide receiver, but we consider your starting wide receivers as a group to be a little below par. Ayuk is our 14th ranked wide receiver, Waddle is 21, and Brown is 38th. Cortland Sutton should be a good fourth wide receiver, and Romo Dunze should be adequate at wide receiver 5.
Okay.
Note the above thoughts were generated by our consensus projections. Others have different takes. Marquise Brown is ranked 35 by some of our writers, make him a fine third wide receiver. Jason Wood reasons, second legal entanglement makes a lengthy suspension likely regarding, I think, Rashee Rice.
Yeah.
So that means Brown would get more playing time right away.
Uh-huh.
Tight ends with Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts should be above average as starting tight end. We have him ranked 6th overall at the position, which is where Fantasy Pros also had him. So Kickers, Harrison Butker and Tyler Bass. With Harrison Butker and Tyler Bass, you should be above average at the position. No fucking shit. Right? Team DSTs with the Chiefs and the Bills. Between the Chiefs and the Bills, you should get above average production here. Again, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
And then free agents based on ADP, might still be available in your league. Again, but right now I don't think we really make any moves right now.
Baker Mayfield's not.
No, Baker Mayfield is not available in our league. He was drafted. Yeah.
So how do they have him as a free agent here?
They're guessing like he's still available in the league. It's a guess.
Okay. Now what's this?
That's strength.
Green, red.
That's strength of schedule. Green is good matchups. Red is bad matchups. Notice our DST and kicker all have green matchups.
Again, how in the hell did we
is that a
get
B plus? How the actual hell?
Are you high on crack?
Oh my god.
You gotta be smoking something. Jeez.
Right. Most of the news is just on Brandon Ayuk's trade demands, but oh, there's a good Chiefs blurb. Hollywood Brown second in line for targets behind Kelsey. Kansas City wants to regain its potency when Patrick Mahomes throws deep. Known for his speed and improved route running, Brown should be effective in the intermediate and deep areas of the field. Taylor noted that Brown was impressive during the offseason program by establishing a strong connection with Mahomes. Chiefs like need to rely on Brown early in the season. Rashee Rice could be suspended to start season violating the league's personal conduct policy. And rookie Xavier Worthy will be adjusted to the league, too. Brown's the veteran. He's the safer choice at the start of the year.
No.
Right?
Well, thanks for cluing us in.
Right. Kyle Pitts will also see some work as a wide receiver, according to sources on July 14th. So Pitts is going to have more opportunities. Dude, that is not a B plus draft. That's at least an A minus, if not better. I don't know how that's a B plus draft.
I don't know either.
Wow. I know we crushed it. I have no doubts. I have no doubts in my mind. We crushed it. I'm thrilled. I'm over the moon with what we have.
Whew. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It's totally nuts. It is absolutely nuts.
Kicker and DST, all green.
All green.
We still get a
B plus.
What?
Yeah, right. That's insane. But no, I'm totally happy. I think we'll be fine. I'm looking forward to seeing how that roster is going to perform. I can't wait. All right, y'all.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna rock it out. I have a feeling this.
See you in a few weeks too.
Yep.
Ooh, Lord.